Hello and welcome everybody. This is D3W Gaming. I am your host D3W and I am bringing you a 7.3 changes video with respect to the Shaman, as well as just basically some changes that I'm looking forward to with this new change. Alright, so the first thing first is we're going to be setting up for a new raid. Argus is coming out. We are going to be able to go to Argus. We're going to fight on Argus. We get new world quests on Argus. Basically a new quest line that we had essentially for Tomb of Sargeras. So we have new world quests coming, other content along the way. Read an excerpt from the blue post that says, as you explore Argus, you will visit new locations across the planet, experiencing the epic conclusion to the Legion storyline and unlocking new world quests and other content along the way. So this is exciting in a few different aspects. The first aspect to me is we're actually at the end of Legion now. We actually get to finish this expansion. So that might be exciting for some people, may not be exciting for other people, but for me, we're just kind of lugging our way through the raid and then waiting. Lugging our way through the raid and then waiting. So new stuff coming out, new conclusions, everything, whatever. We get to finally finish Legion, and then we can just look forward to the next expansion. Another thing that's exciting is we had new world quests, so we don't have to fucking do the ones on the Broken Shore anymore, except for an emissary, so, you know, check that out. You get to fight along with the Warriors of the Light. These are paladins from Exodar, which makes me really want a space goat. I don't know if that would look good on me, especially since I'm Horde. I mean, look at me, I'm gonna work. But, you know, space goat, whatever. We also see two new faces. Well, old faces. We see two faces. Alright, so we see Ilaria Windrunner, which is Sylvanas' sister. And then Turlian, which is some high general in the Alliance side. I don't know what it is because I'm Horde. We have a new point of operations as well. The Vindikar, which is a Draenei vessel. No more Deliverance Point or anything like that. Don't really have to go to the Broken Shore. We have a new place, new everything, so that's going to be exciting too. And I like these, the Draenei-centric feel here. Still doesn't make me want to play a Space Goat, so there's that. On the Vindikar, there is actually a new feature for your artifact upgrades too. This is called Netherlight Crucible. This allows you to attune a relic and allowing you to choose new abilities, bonus traits. From the video I've seen, it sounds pretty cool that you can actually do something like this. I haven't actually done this myself, so I can't really tell you, how to do it. But I've seen videos where you put in your relics that, high-level relics that you're able to use, and then it kind of feeds through a tree and you get new abilities for your weapon, which is pretty exciting. Also on Argus, you're going to have an invasion point or multiple invasion points where there's going to be portals that you can enter, which is the same portals that are used by the Burning Legion to get to Azeroth. You can complete an event or defeat a boss and you get epic rewards. It's going to be like your invasions. Hopefully you can get mega experience. Level up tunes that way. Check out my video on leveling tunes with invasions. But you can pretty much save the hassle for doing invasions and just defeating them in Argus, which is pretty sweet. Along with the new raid, you actually get a new dungeon as well, the Seat of the Triumvirate. This is within Argus. It has 4 new bosses. We have Zaral, the Ascended. It looks like a Kama on steroids. He doesn't have a mask, but why hide if you look jacked as fuck? You have Sparish. He kind of looks like a Nexus Prince, or like Nexus Prince Shafar, but like a mummified version of him, less astrally. He has a badass pet with him as well, so I'm pretty excited about that. Viceroy Nazar. which makes me laugh because it kind of reminds me of Star Wars with the name Viceroy. And then they're really favoring this mummy look that they have going on. He has a hood up, he's covering himself. It's just like the Viceroys in episode 1. So go Viceroy. And then you have Luara, which is a purple looking Adele, but has a face. It's kind of like a General Grievous type of face, or like a Crash Bandicoot face on these little things. I don't know, but it is pretty, cool looking, I guess. So we'll see how it goes. It should be pretty straightforward. We have new casting animations. I made a video for that. So one of the highlights is just the chain heal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cast it now. Look at that. Chain heal, watery mess. But please check right here for my combat animations. It's only 40 seconds long. What do you have to lose? Then we have a change with the artifact knowledge. This increases weekly now, so you don't have to put in orders. Everybody just gets an upgrade, which is a bonus for those people who forget. So they get it every week. And speaking of the Broken Shore, as I said before, we don't have any reason to go back and do Broken Shore bullshit. Well, that's a lie, because they actually now offer an emissary quest on the Broken Shore. So instead of doing 8 every goddamn day for nothing, you can actually just go there and do 4 of them, and you get an emissary. So that's really nice. So now, for everybody who has been waiting for, our lovely Resto Shaman changes for the patch 7.3, and there is nothing. Never, ever anything. Wellspring changed last patch, well, whatever. There's nothing. At least for PVE, there's nothing. This is really either depressing or like super exciting. I mean, it's depressing because I'm a really big fan of change, and I feel like they're continually tweaking classes, but Resto Shamans haven't really gotten that many changes. So that's also a good thing because we haven't been getting nerfed. So that's always nice. But there isn't really anything to make a video on if, we're not doing a whole lot of changes. We do have a PvP change, and I'm not a PvP guy, so I'm not really going to be able to explain it. But for Resto PvP change, totems summoned by Grounding Totem will no longer take damage from spells that are redirected to it. So, in my opinion, that might be good. Might be a little overpowered, especially since, you could probably just kill the Grounding Totem with the Blast. But then you can also just target the Grounding Totem, so it's not really changing much. But I mean, it could. I don't know. One thing that I can talk about is the set changes and what it looks like. They've actually made a new model, which is pretty exciting. Instead of regurgitating last patch for Tomb of Sargeras just looked like, T6. This is actually new looking. All right. So here we have green feathered hood. I was on a Tauren before, and I had a blue feathered hood. So it's actually pretty exciting. Just a new look and feel of this tier. It just doesn't look regurgitated. It doesn't look, old and just updated. It's a new model, which is exciting. We have new set pieces. We have the new 2-piece 4-piece that we can discuss. The 2-piece is what's it called? So it's immediate heal in Healing Rain area when you cast Healing Rain. So that's whatever. So that basically explains what it does in the name of the 2-piece. But when you cast Healing Rain, up to 6 allies within its area are immediately healed for X amount. Here in this video at 932 item level, it is healed for 35,000. All right. For the 4-piece, it says heal copies to player in Healing Rain. In jargon, for whatever they want to call it. If you want to do layman's term, Healing Wave and Healing Surge casts have a 100% chance to heal a player standing in your Healing Rain for 30% of the amount. So when you are healing Agra, you have a chance to heal Snowsong, who's standing in your Healing Rain, if they're targetable. So that's actually pretty helpful. If you're gonna, spend most of your time with healing rain down, then you could just make sure that people get spot heals. From what I've read in the Shaman Discord, it is a smart heal, so that's always good for us, having smart heals. For legendaries that you would want to use, I am not really sure which ones are going to be meta, but the ones that I'm going to personally use would be Velens and Roots. It just makes a whole lot of sense for me to do those things. It's what I did for the most of Tomb of Sargeras. I can see Fire in the Deep being good, especially if you're keeping Healing Rain down and trying to heal people within your Healing Rain, that you'll have a 15% chance to get Ascendant. So every, let's say 15%, you have one in every 8 casts or so. That's all right? So I don't know if it's based on standing in it or based on casting Healing Rain, but you still have that chance, and it's 6 seconds Ascendance, which is pretty good. And then you also have the Elemental Rebalancers, so allies within your Healing Rain receive additional healing from your other spells, so it's kind of good. I mean, you'd probably make a case for Soul Farseer and a couple other legendaries, but I'm going to stick with Velens, and I'll probably stick with Roots or switch to Prides. So those are my legendary things. Shoot the Messenger, I don't care. But I just have a feeling that Fire in the Deep is going to become really strong near the end of this expansion. So that's pretty much it for Resto Shamans. Not really much change there, but there is, some changes for the actual patch itself, which is exciting, and you can't be mad about the tier, especially when you get a new model. So thank you for watching. Let me know how bad I screw up things in the comments below. I'm always looking to read those things and get sad that people hate the videos. And do all the catchy nonsense, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I don't care. So enjoy, have fun, and I can't wait to beat the game once again. See ya.